Astrobot is a breath of fresh air in a time where most games are filled with microtransactions or are made in a way where graphics and over the top cutscenes take precedence over gameplay. Yes, believe it or not, we've reached a point in gaming where the gaming aspect has taken the back seat. Don't get me wrong, I'm not ignorant of the fact that these companies are a business and have been a business since day one. However, anyone that's been playing games for more than a decade remember when the focus was more so on making good and innovative games. My introduction to Astrobot, like most, was with the pre installed tech demo that came with every PS5 that was purchased. The entire purpose of this demo was not to promote Astrobot as an upcoming title, but more so to show off the new tech that the PS5 had. There was a focus on the fast loading speeds, adaptive triggers, motion sensors, and more. The rather quick but enjoyable demo became a huge hit with many gamers across a wide age range. I couldn't help but show off some of the features every time a friend or family member came to my house. Hey man, look at this part, or this trigger thing is amazing. However, the demo ended quickly, my kid beat it too, and after deleting it from my PS5 hard drive, I never thought I'd ever play it again. A year or so after getting my PS5, I moved fully to PC gaming and got rid of it as a result of that. My kids' gaming platform of choice was the Switch, and as I stated earlier, I was fully a PC gamer. That was until the May 2024 State of Play where Astrobot was announced. While I wasn't quite sold, Sony and Team Asabi definitely had the attention of both myself and my kid. However, I didn't jump the gun and figured I'd wait. As we got closer to the September release of Astrobot, I started to entertain the idea of getting a PS5 again so I could play the game. I slowly started setting money aside just in case I decided to pull the trigger. Then release day came and great review after great review after great review came out. I pulled up a couple Twitch streams and was pretty much sold. A few weeks later, I decided to grab a PS5 and the game and give it a try, and I was overall pleased with my experience. Astrobot starts off with you flying around in a spaceship that looks like a PS5 console. It gets damaged and you crash land in a desert-like planet where you begin the journey in rescuing other bots, some of which are designed after iconic PlayStation characters, and finding ship parts. You can also collect puzzle pieces and lost galaxies across the world that open up even more bonus levels for you to complete. There are a wide range of planets for you to explore in this game. While each of them are linear in scope, they offer hidden paths, platform challenges, and a variety of enemies on your path to the end of each level. Even the main boss fights at the end of each planet offer a great amount of variety and actually require little skill to beat. While this is a platform game which I believe is aimed towards younger kids, it still provides a good challenge where it doesn't feel like you're just breezing through each level on a mundane path to the next until you ultimately reach the final boss. Not only does Astrobot provide you with a variety of enemy types, locations, and challenges, but there are also the special abilities that you get to play around with. Each of them give you a leg up on the enemy or the ability to solve certain platform puzzles to get across to the next section of the game. Whether freezing projectiles being thrown by an enemy for you to jump on to reach the next section, or using a jetpack to glide boost you through the air to a platform that's too far to reach with a normal jump. You can tell that it all has been carefully planned out for you to learn how to use these skills to make your playthrough a bit easier, and how they can also assist with some of the speedrun levels that you unlock towards the end of the game. Now, I know I mentioned at the beginning of the review that games nowadays seem to be focused a bit more on graphics and cutscenes versus the actual game. I don't want this to come off as me thinking they aren't important. After all, graphics help to immerse you in the world, and cutscenes are normally the main driving force of the story you are playing through. Although Astrobot doesn't have much of a story and the world isn't a realistic one, Team Asabi doesn't cut corners on either one of these. The overall presentation of the game is great. I played Astrobot in my living room on a 60-inch 4K TV with the surround sound on. While most gamers have opted for a gaming monitor with a fast refresh rate, I still think a good TV and a good surround sound system is the best way to experience games, and what I experienced in Astrobot was great. The look and sound of the levels are carefully crafted in my opinion, and you can see the effort that the developers have put into this game. There's one level specifically where I found myself jumping on huge balloons. I was amazed to see how realistic it looked when I walked across this huge balloon, and you could see how the weight of my character affected its shape as it would cave in different areas as I walked across. There are also some particle effects that look beautiful when defeating certain enemy types, and even the look of electricity, rain, and water amazed me. The soundtrack was also fun and upbeat through many of the levels and brought me back to the nostalgic time where songs like Level 1-1 in Mario or Sonic's Casino Night Zone were embedded in my brain as a kid. Once again, Astrobot was a very welcome change of pace to the other games I've played this year. Just an overall fun and engaging game to play for all age types. The enemy and level designs are top tier and provided enough of a challenge where it didn't feel like I was playing a kid's game. While some free DLC has recently been released for the game, I look forward to another full title or even some more DLC that'll add some new levels to the game. These type of games are something we need more of. Games like Psychonauts, Ratchet and Clank are the type of games that most of us started our gaming journey with. After all, no matter how good it looks, how many copies it's sold, and how many marketing dollars are put behind it, how good is a game to you as an individual if it is not fun? If you reach the end of the video, I'd like to thank you for taking some time to hear me out. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel and comment below what was the first fun game you remember playing.